So what's going on, pop culture fans? This is JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter, coming to you with a special Father's Day 2022 video. You might have seen on my original post that I shared again from last year that I picked the top 5 fathers from movies, and some of those fathers were in multiple movies like Darth Vader and Clark Griswold. But this year I wanted to pick the top 5 just movies that you could share with your father on Father's Day. So what are we waiting for? Let's get into the list. Let's go. Before we start the list, I want to give a shout out to my wife and son for honoring me on Father's Day. They picked up a cool little gift, a figure, action figure that I had been holding off getting. It's the Ninja Turtles crossover with Universal Monsters. Like I said, I'd been wanting this, but it's kind of expensive, so I'd held out, so they went together and got this for me. So I appreciate it, love my family. So what are we waiting for? Let's get into that list that I promised you. And to start out, we're going to go with a comedy back from 1983. This is a movie called Mr. Mom, starring Terry Garr and Michael Keaton as the title character, Mr. Mom himself. This movie is one of my favorites from the 80s. If you don't own this, you need this in your collection. You got Michael Keaton, who's the normal breadwinner in the family, and you got his wife, who has the opportunity to go out and get the dream job she's always wanted. And what does he do? He agrees to take on the role as Mr. Mom. So a lot of life lessons learned in this. It's got a heart. This is one of the things I think made Michael Keaton a star.
Where's Bobby keep the extra diapers?
This is a heartfelt story, really funny. You can share this with the entire family. So that's a choice for Father's Day there to share together, Mr. Mom from 1983. So we're going to go off on a little tangent here. I don't want to just pick heartfelt comedies or that kind of thing. If you want to watch something different, like if you were me, you like horror movies, I'm going to give you some options there. And I'm not just going to go with the standard cliche stepfather type of thing. We're going to go with Don't Breathe 2. Why in the hell would I pick this movie? Because think about it. The title character is played by Stephen Lang, and his name is Norman. And he lost his child, which... I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen the first movie, but it led to him doing everything from the first movie. Well, in this one, he's got a quote-unquote daughter. The only reason I say that this is a great Father's Day choice is it ends up taking this man who has been ultimately evil and a bad guy from the first movie. It flips the script, and he goes ultimate father mode and protection mode on the child that he's trying to protect.
Failed. The gun is in my hand.
Sorry. I'll make it next time. You almost got me, didn't you, boy?
If you want a horror movie that's got some underneath vibes of some fatherly love, you can't go wrong with Don't Breathe 2. So think outside the box. Don't always put yourself in a box when you're trying to find movies to watch during a special occasion like this. So Don't Breathe 2. So we're going to go back to the comedy well with this one, and we're going to go with The Great Outdoors. I think this is from like around 1988, starring John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. These two guys are amazing in this. It's an underrated comedy. I don't think enough people remember this when they talk about John Candy or Dan Aykroyd. But these two guys play two fathers, polar opposites. One's a family guy who's all uber into his family, want to give his family the best vacation. The other one, quote unquote, is a good father because he provides for his family. He thinks about money. So the two of these are two different types of fathers that learn lessons from each other. So I think this is a good family comedy that both of them learn lessons from each other. And I think we should take some lessons from this ourselves about how we should deal with people and love one another and not always worry about work so much. I know I even do that myself. So, and this has got the one of the famous scenes I love from John Candy where he eats is it the Ola 96er? I forget, the huge steak or whatever. That scene is pretty iconic in this.
There's nothing on that plate but gristle and fat. Oh, God, no. No problem.
So the next movie, don't hate on me. I know everybody's in Will Smith hate mode right now, but this is a movie that this character was on my Great Fathers list as well. So like I said, check out that video. But this is a movie called The Pursuit of Happyness. You need to watch the movie to see why happiness is spelled wrong. There's a little scene in there to let you know why. But either way, man, this movie is touching, and I don't give a shit what you think about Will Smith. If you watch this and it doesn't tug your heartstrings, then something's wrong with you, man. I mean, this movie right here shows everything that a father will sacrifice for his son, whether it be pull him out of a bad situation in his with the family unit that they've created, to create a better life for not just him, but it's always, everything is being done for his son.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right?
All right.
To me, this is one of Will Smith's greatest movies. I'm pretty sure it's from around like 2008, somewhere around in there. So The Pursuit of Happyness, check that out. So we had some slapstick comedy, we had some heartfelt comedy, we had some horror thrown in there. So what else do we need? We need some action adventure to close out the night. So no better choice than this. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. You got Harrison Ford playing the iconic character, and you've got Sean Connery playing his father. You don't see him on the cover there, but you see him inside the steelbook artwork here. These guys make a perfect pair, and once again, they got to learn life lessons about what's important and what's not, and maybe they lost some time that they should have spent together. But either way, the camaraderie between the two actors comes through on the camera, and then also some of the moments that they share, the father-son back and forth, and some of the banter is what makes this movie a little funny, and like I said, put some heartfelt moments right in the middle of the action.
How did you know she was a Nazi? She talks in her sleep.
So what else do you need to close out the day with a little action adventure of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? I think you couldn't go wrong with any of with that choice, or with any of my choices. So pick a movie. If you don't like these, pick anything. If you're a movie fan, share some time with your father enjoying something that you love together. A movie that my father and I love, you probably get tired of hearing on the channel, is Jaws. I'm not sure if we'll enjoy that together, but either way, if you can't think of one, take one of my choices. So I really appreciate the support you guys have been giving me. Come along to the live streams when we do them on Sunday, and we can talk movies like this or any other movie you want to talk about. So like I said, keep supporting the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the normal YouTube stuff. Hit the notification bell, you'll know when I post new videos. So until next time, boys and girls, I'm JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter, and I'm signing out saying you guys be safe out there, and happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there.